Toast, toast. Room tone. Yo.
Hey, man. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm fucking uninspired. I'm ready to quit everything. I don't care about success or failure or anything. I just want to masturbate and play World of Warcraft, but evidently that's not allowed anymore.
Coming in hot and heavy, huh?
I just had the fucking worst writing session of my entire fucking life. Literally just 2 hours of fucking, I've already written all of these jokes and like, I've just not thought of anything new. So I'm just saying things I've already thought of.
Yeah.
Dude.
Well, the world hasn't thought of anything new, has it? When was the last time you saw anything new out there, apart from the novel coronavirus? And that was 2 years ago.
Now it's just rehashes. That's the culture we live in. Is everything is just we're like the Avengers 3 of coronavirus.
Exactly. Well, exactly. COVID-19 wasn't even the first one. It's SARS-CoV-2, isn't it? It was a fucking reboot, and it was worse than the original, arguably.
Wait, arguably. You know, I know. I hate to say it, but you know, the Chinese adaptation wasn't as good.
Lacking the stellar Hollywood cast. They did get Tom Hanks early though, didn't they? Right? He was first star, you know, America's nice guy. Oh, dude.
How you been though?
I've been better, but you know what? I'm on my last day of quarantine.
Oh.
So I flew back from the States. Yes, I've had to quarantine for the last 10 days.
What are you doing in the States?
Family business. Yeah, it wasn't a fun trip. Although, I mean, New York's more fun than London right now because it's not a complete wasteland. There were open.
Dude, like it's pretty brutal. I was writing about this the other day. It's like I spent a few days at my girlfriend's place a little while back, and like I was pretty much ready to well, you know, look at me. It was on every day that I wasn't having sex when I first came to town was unfair. Just unfair, like biologically. Like I'm a good guy. I work hard. I clean these teeth.
That's not how it works, mate. Nice guys finish last, Tad.
And I got the very last woman that was available.
We'll bleep that, don't worry. I'm sure she's very nice. But anyway, carry on with your story.
But yeah, like I was like, we got to break up because like we had nothing to do in common and all that over at hers. And I realized, you know, when I got back to mine, because like, you know, because the joke I have is like all we do is like we'd watch Netflix and then we'd shag, then watch Netflix and we'd shag. It's like we have nothing in common. And then I spent the next day alone on YouTube till I was bored, then on Pornhub till I was sad. And I was like, I don't even have enough in common with myself. Like, I gotta break up with me. That was the brutality of it. But yeah, it's like we have stuff in common. It's just we can't do any of it. Like all the things we have in common to do, like the museums, the art, the theater, all that shit, we can't fucking do it. And so like it's brutal, man. It's really fucking brutal right now.
It is, isn't it? We're almost exactly a year into the anniversary of the first lockdown. It's coming up. I know, because my Facebook feed's memories are getting ominous, because everyone's smiles are so big, everyone's hugging each other so much, and little do they know. And I'm just counting down the days. It's like when you watch like a really old movie and you're like, okay, that kid is now old and that old person's now dead. I'm doing that, but with COVID.
What, like seeing a picture with like people hugging in it, it's kind of like watching like a movie with the skyline of New York with the World Trade Center in it. It's like, you guys had no idea.
No, sepia colored. I know.
You thought a bomb was the worst of it.
Mate. So how have you been fucking getting through every day? I mean, you know, last time I saw you, were you at my gig or was I at yours?
One or the other.
One or the other, right? We've done that a few times. And you were out there. You were out there in a few different ways. We could tell the story about the KFC and the gin. I think that would be a good story to tell.
The KFC and the gin.
And it's really funny that you don't remember it.
That was just my whole first couple of years in London.
And I do actually. I mean, I'm interested, of course, in your backstory as well, because you know we never get to talk about these things. We're always just chatting bollocks and doing comedy, which is great. But the reason I bring it up is because the fact that you don't remember this story is so brilliant. But I hope you will remember. I went and did your gig, and crushed it. Obviously, demolished it.
Revisionist history.
That's the end of the story. No, but your hosting that day, was a little bit erratic. Now, this is not a critique of your overall performance. We all have ups and downs. But the reason it was erratic, you quickly confessed to the audience, was that you'd spent the whole day in bed, drinking gin, eating KFC, and watching back-to-back episodes of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia until your brain and body combined in a horrible explosion. And you are dead behind the eyes, but somehow alive on stage. Do you remember this?
I think I do remember this.
Now, was that a personal low or a personal high?
That was just a fucking Saturday, man. Those Saturdays were awful because, like, the worst thing about it, it was that gig was like a 2-minute walk from my flat. And so I could be a mess right up until the gig, more or less. Same thing happened when I moved house. I got the Saturday matinee show at South Ken. And like just having a gig, just having something you can do in the evening that gives you the excuse to be a piece of shit all day during the day was awful. Because like, I swear if I had nothing to do, if I had nothing to do with the evening, I don't know. I wonder if my days would have been better, but like I was such a mess back in the, and like, I just out of uni, no friends here, no connections. Like all I had was, I'll tell you this, that flat I was living in, I fucked a comic after one of my gigs. And let's say she wasn't the lightest gal. And so we broke my bed. And so instead of like getting my life together, all I did was I took the bed, actual like bed.
Mattress.
Not the mattress.
The frame.
The frame, yeah. It's not even a frame. It's like, you know, those like box beds, like.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was one of those. I just put that in the corridor and it was gone eventually.
Sooner or later, somebody else dealt with it.
Someone took it. So eventually it was gone in the corridor of the building. And like, I just slept on a mattress on the floor. And like, for like a half a year, I was like, my back is fucked up. Why does my back hurt so much? And why do I have asthma? It's because I was sleeping on a dusty mattress on the floor, squatting, basically for half a year. My own house. I was paying rent.
All you needed was a couple of boxes. Just lift yourself up above ground. But that would have got in the way of all of the gin and the It's Always Sunny. And priorities are what they are.
That's so poetic. I was so low. This is how bad it was also. I had for a while, I would play FIFA on my, on the mattress on the floor looking up. But I got tired of craning my neck. So I took my TV, I took this TV and I put it on the floor, on the bed with me. So like I would cross my legs in just the right position so I could balance the TV on my feet so I could play FIFA with the full
Yeah, so like there is no peripheral. Your whole peripheral vision is FIFA.
Is the game. And that was what I would do, high as shit. And honestly, I'd never been happier. I knew even at that time that I will never have more freedom. Because like I wasn't even working, because I was right out of uni. So like I had no skills. No one expected anything of me. I was working at a fucking startup. So I had total fucking free, no monitoring, just freedom to do what I pleased. So my job was a write-off and I could just gig. No one fucked me, but I ate what I wanted. And so that was the trade-off back in the day.
And the problem with that trade-off is the more you live like that, the less people want to fuck you.
Yeah.
Until you find someone who's a real freak, and then you have to really question if you want that person to want to fuck you, if that's the road you want to go down, which is a valid path. I've
seen many a comic. Yeah, you've gone down it.
I'm sure you've gone down it too. I have to say though, I think the FIFA taking the TV off the wall brings up two thoughts. Number one, have you seen TV Too High on Reddit?
No. What's that?
We'll do that in a second. Number two, I think it's an upgrade taking the TV off the wall and balancing it on your legs. Because then, not only is it a more immersive experience, like you said, but also you're getting some passive exercise there. Stabilizing, core, flexibility. You keep that up, you could have been jacked.
I could have been jacked. Moving is what destroyed me. This is how sad I am now. I stand up when I play FIFA on the TV. So that, hey, at least I'm on my feet.
I mean, it does look a bit high, that TV. What's your sitting area? Is that sofa behind you?
Yeah. So
it's going to be great for the audio people. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Okay, all right. That is show me everything.
Look,
leave something to the imagination.
I'm gonna get me too'd off a flat.
Do you spend any time on Reddit, the front page of the internet?
Yes, a lot.
I thought you might.
Mainly r/soccer, r/actual public freakout. Although actual public freakout, it's too much for me now because like
yeah, we've been deprogrammed for that shit. It's like
I saw a woman, I saw some like actual domestic violence, and I was like, that's enough for quite some time.
Yeah, it's just, I think of all those things when I was first able to like watch videos on the internet, because I am like 28 years older than you or some shit. I did just watch people being killed, bombs, mutilations,
same.
Questionable sexual things.
Yeah,
same. It was just kind of there, and there was no one stopping me. And so, like, I don't even know if it's curiosity is the devil or whatever that phrase is. It's more
Incelness.
like, right. But it's more like if I search for this, will something come up? And the answer was always yes. How can that be?
I forgot. I don't know who said. I forgot who said this. Someone has a joke like, whatever you want to search for to wank to, it will exist. What you should be scared of is when it doesn't come up.
Yeah, I've never hit that brick wall. I fear the day that will be my rock bottom. I imagine.
Really, no one's done this yet.
But this is my newest favorite Reddit, because Reddit is actually too entertaining. You know, I bought some GameStop stock, right, with one of those self-employed.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And that my body wasn't ready for the highs and lows of that experience. So instead, I just look at Reddit are TV too high, and pleasantly, some of them aren't even too high. This first one looks fine.
Oh, dude, this is so underwhelming.
Isn't it great?
I thought you meant TV too high.
Yes, I know. I purposely left it like that. Look, it's just TVs. Some of them aren't even too high. Look.
How many subscribers does this have?
How many subscribers? How do we
24,000, 29,000. Holy fucking shit.
There we go.
29,000. I've got 7 YouTube followers, and
well, you do have more people who like you on Open Comedy, not as many as me, but more than 7.
You know what's funny is when I found out the number, I was like, get the fuck out of here, because I don't check any level of statistics or any of that, because I don't think that shit's good for your mental health, man.
I don't think it's good for your ego either. I've got
your ego.
I've got to stop doing it. Why am I doing it?
It's brutal.
Yeah. But aren't you like a software engineer or something?
I am a software engineer.
Yeah, because you pretend like you're not.
What?
A software engineer.
I do. Well, I don't anymore. I really lean into it now because it's a real niche. It's a fucking niche. So? I think, actually funny software engineer comedian is a niche.
Okay.
Software engineer comedian, fucking time it doesn't.
I know a few, yeah.
Like actually funny ones.
No, I don't know any actually funny ones.
Yeah. Oh. Brutal. But it's funny now. My current company, it's pretty cool because everyone knows I'm on my way out. So the older it's very easy. It's like, I don't know how to put it. As I get older and there's a greater expectation of responsibility, that's not really being applied to me because everyone assumes that I'm not going to be doing software for that long.
Why?
Because stand up. I tell people when stuff happens. Right. Like I like when I got signed, I just told people, oh, this has happened. And when I got like that BBC spot, I just told people and shit like that. And like yeah. And what that does, it's a double-edged sword because it means when I do want, more money and more responsibility and stuff like that, I'm not going to get it. I'm not going to be taken.
They see you as sort of, yeah.
But I'm doing my job, and so I'm hard to fire, and so you can't really let me go legally without giving me a fucking incredible package, and you can't, But
sounds like you're angling for that incredible package. If
I'm
reading the subtext correctly,
and I can, maybe. and I can, I can press for a hate crime. So it's not. No one wants to go down that path legally.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
So it's better to keep me on. And also, I do work quite hard, to be fair. So there is that.
And you're also based in New York City. I mean, I've been doing my research on you, Taddy, because
I'm not.
Your LinkedIn is a distressing read.
Yeah, my LinkedIn is that I'm based in New York City, so that
and it also says that you last worked in February 2019. So I'm worried for you, mate, because you're only 22, aren't you? That's a long period out. Are you okay?
No, I got work in March of 2019. No, April 2019. My entire finances were on the rocks. Like I basically had 3 weeks to smoke weed and play FIFA, and then like after that was real danger because I couldn't move back home. I couldn't do any of that. I had to I was lucky that 2 weeks of looking for work and then I got it like that. Just luck and positioning and timing. But the reason why everything, I made it intentionally hard to find out where I work. So I have enough freedom to say what I want on podcasts and gigs and shit.
Yeah, that was the same. That was the same thinking behind the Ruskin Denmark moniker.
Just completely decouple work from
and
also like to be fair, like I don't want to leave where I work. There's no amount of money that you could really offer me that would make me not want to work where I work right now.
What about 15 quid for a 10-minute spot?
I'll take that. I'll take that cash, and I won't pay taxes like the last 3 years of my life.
But yeah, and I assume by home you mean Cardiff. Is that? Am I right? You're Welsh, aren't you?
Yeah. But my grandparents live in Luton. And my mum lives in. At the time, she lived in Stevenage, but now she lives in Corby. But I just couldn't. I when I got laid off, I didn't let my family know I was unemployed.
Yeah, good move.
Because I was too scared.
Yeah,
I couldn't let them. Because
I mean, why let your nearest and dearest know that you are in trouble and might need help? I mean, best keep them in the dark, if anyone.
I was scared. I didn't want them to know because, like, all they would go is like, "Oh, so I told you your stand-up comedy is what ruined it," and blah 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 blah. And like, you should stop doing that. Come back here now, and like, all that shit. And like, when in reality, you know, it was a fucking startup. They went south. They fired 150 people across 2 offices.
Oof, that's a big startup.
So it was weird because it was like, so the parent company is Zeal, which is like the company that controls the second largest German lottery. And like, we were a startup. Their strategy was like, okay, so let's make lottery England, Norway, blah, 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 and try and redo what we did. So like, to force the mentality that, you know, that growth mentality, what they did was they spun up small startups and treated it like, here's some seeding funding. If you fuck up, it's over. Right. If you fuck up, it's over. But then this should be illegal. The 2 largest German lotteries merged to monopolize the market. And to make the new business model work, they just let everyone go. Yeah,
that sounds, well, I mean,
like it should be illegal.
It does sound like it should be illegal. But aren't like lotteries state? Are they private organizations?
In Germany, they're both private.
Well, I think they might be private here, but they have to give away a ton of public money, don't they?
They have to give away a ton of. They have to give it. Like they do. All of that shit is just negotiations with people they went to school with. That's the thing you realize about. People always say like politicians are all corrupt, and like, well, if you think about it, who does a politician owe more allegiance to? You, who they've never met, or this dude that they fucking had a threesome with goats' heads in fucking 3rd year of uni? Like, this is my guy. Like,
right. You know, no one's found out about the threesome by now. I can trust this motherfucker.
I could trust this guy. We're, you know, so like, I do understand why they strike those deals. They're all mates. They're all fucking. They're all like, you know, they're just like us, but they had richer parents and better childhoods.
Yeah.
So like, it is what it is. I don't begrudge them. But like, when you see that, oh, we're giving away X percentage, that's a negotiated rate by the company. That's a very well negotiated rate. That's just enough to like get reelected, but not so much that it hurts the business model.
It's also sticky and gross.
Yeah, you can't stop it, and that's why you got to just give up. Like, you can't. It's why it's like,
that's the mess.
I don't. People, it always makes me laugh. All this shit of like, say no to racism or kick racism out of football, or like end International Women's Day. Like, that's gonna change.
Oh, that's today, isn't it? Yeah.
All that exactly. Oh, that's today. Like, it fucking matters. That's not gonna change shit. Just wait. Your whole life is gonna be people who are racist and sexist. Let them all die, and then eventually people are gonna be cool.
But do you think the arc of progress does bend towards the good, however slow it is, or do you think we're sinking further and further?
I think the arc of progress bends towards what's towards human nature and what's expedient. And what has been expedient has been to let women and minorities integrate into the workforce. To it's like that, I forgot if it was Kanye or Chappelle who was saying this, but like, now everyone's a slave.
Right.
That's the mentality. You're hooked on the device to keep you docile so that you can keep producing just enough to keep them propped up, and no one's controlling it. This is just how distributions of, you know, success go.
Yeah.
You do, like, for example, I'm an immigrant, I came to this country. I was naturally good at maths and science, which put me into a good uni, which put me into, you know, very good job, into a higher paying job, which gave me freedom to do stand-up, which gave all this freedom and all this time, gave me the time to get better. And now I have financial freedom and the ability to pursue my dreams. Same story, my sister came to this country, immigrant, but she wasn't as naturally good at school, and she went to a slightly less good uni, and she got a slightly less good job. So it's like, or a different story. The best thing or the most interesting story I ever saw was this. I went to Hedge Fund University day course at Citibank, and there's all these Oxford and Cambridge kids, and all these rich kids, just rich fucking kids. And it was hell. They're not nice. They are actually unkind kids, just real sharks. And I was talking to this one dude, and we were vibing because he was a real piece of shit. But like me, he was just a golden boy. And but he was a golden boy from a rich family. And I'm a golden boy from a poor family. And like, this kid was just like, just acing it. And like, we're talking about his upbringing, where he's from, and like, if I had the same opportunities he had, we'd be the same dude.
Right.
But
human nature is essentially kind of the same thing.
He had all these opportunities
and a safety net at all times, and financial boosts along the way.
Could take more risks because of the safety net. So it's just like the people think of like this new world order, and no. People want the best for their kids.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Right.
And so you do well, your kids likely will do very well. My girlfriend's parents are rich. Her dad owns her flat. She's an artist. She's not homeless in lockdown.
Yeah.
That's the deal.
And
so
it
it's
didn't
like
used to be as much that way. I mean, that's the same basic structure that it's always been and always will be, because of, like you said, human nature. But the disparity seems far greater. Like the fact that during a global pandemic, billionaires like quadruple their fortunes.
Yes.
Like, it's completely at odds, or the stock market's at record high. And
yes.
And then, but on the other side, unemployment gets far worse. People lose far more civil liberties. Like, it's an exacerbating trend, which seems exponential.
Well, it comes to a head or it doesn't. You either have an individual like, you know, President Xi in China, who can just hold it all together and keep everyone in line, or you don't, and you have a French Revolution. So, because eventually people are just going to go, fuck this, and they're going to band together around somebody, and they're going to do a Hitler. Like, there would be no Holocaust if, you know, we didn't fucking oppress the Germans so badly after the First World War.
Hot take, like, the Versailles Treaty, not a big fan.
Not a big fan. Hot takes by Tadiwa Mahlunge. But Adolf Hitler wasn't to blame. The Jews could have done more to help. But it's fucking crazy.
My God, how dare you? First snipe across the bows. Yeah.
But yeah,
do you think Hitler would have hated me or you more? Right? Because I'm Jewish, but I've got some British blood in me.
Yeah.
You are Welsh, but of Zimbabwean origin.
Yeah.
And we're both immigrants in a way, I guess.
Yeah.
Seeing as our forefathers and foremothers, because it's International Women's Day, came from different countries. But I think Jews were enemy number one, but your personality is more annoying than mine. So
that's true.
What do you
That's
think?
true.
What do you think? Who maybe to just put us together and just one bullet for the two of them, where they're not even worth separate shots. God, this got dark real quick. It's nice to see you.
One bullet. Oh my God. And we would have had to make the bullet as well out of the bones of other dead people.
Right.
Yes. I think Hitler and Archie would have got along because we both can kill on the mic. I think our love of the oratory arts would have we would have had a bond. He's like, because I've played certain rooms where the unspoken vibe after I've been on was like, well, he's for a black guy, he's pretty okay. So I feel like I'm good at playing to that sensibility of the turning a racist.
Yeah.
I'm basically like I'm like the vampire of racism. Like I can really flip a race.
Is that your claimed skill? Have you turned a race? I mean, I've turned a lesbian.
Yeah.
So congratulations to me, because it's International Women's Day. I'm coming out. Have you? Speaking of turning racist, have you ever seen that guy Daryl Davis?
No.
Oh, dude, this guy is inspirational, right? Check this out. It's called Reddit TV's that are too high. No, check this guy out, right? He's I'll have you read it.
Daryl Davis.
Yeah, there he is. Here we go. Let's load up MSM, The Guardian, for their.
Oh, I've seen this one. He had the TED Talk. Why I go with the KKK people and try and flip them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's collected over, I think, 300 at this point, like cloaks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All the while being a blues musician.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and there's his TED Talk.
There it is. Yeah.
Why I, as a black man, attend KKK rallies.
It's just they do make the best sandwiches, and you can't take that away from them.
Say what you like about the Ku Klux Klan. They make a good ham and cheese toasty.
You know what you're not going to see? Wholemeal bread. Okay, they make good sandwiches out of the right bread.
And we all know that's the best bread.
Hey, that's why I got a white girlfriend. All right. So
who's next? What's next? Just speaking of comedy then, congratulations on your BBC set, which will air tomorrow. Is that right?
No, it won't air tomorrow because I just found out today I got cut from the final edit.
Mother.
No, but it wasn't, my agent, she told me hey, this is a toss up if you make it in. It was just to pad out the day. But I get I get everything. I get the headshots. I still get the credits.
I get the credit. You get the clip, right?
I get the full clip, and I get with subtitles and shit, so I can post out little parts of it for socials. And basically, yeah, I'm in it. I'm hopefully when shit opens back up, I'm in at all the clubs I want.
That's a really, really good next step for you, mate. Congratulations. Yeah. What was it like doing the BBC set? Was it? Do
you know what? I watched one of them today. I watched my friend Toussaint's his set, and I was happy it didn't go up because in the room I had a great set, and also they have a Zoom audience over the top of it, so I had a good set with them, but from the way the Zoom audience sounded, it all just sounded like Friends, like a 90s laugh track over the top of it. And I never thought I'd think the sentence, "Thank God they didn't put me on TV." I never thought I'd think that sentence, but I actually thought that today, and what a luxury.
There is just something about the tiny delay no matter how good they get, there's always a bit of latency. The quality of the speaker, something about maybe there's a distance from the microphone. There's just some uncanny valley that just brings it down from real laughter to kind of shit.
And do you know what the most fucked up part of it was? I was saying to Mo Magaleo, I think if you might still remember he exists. We got the two Mo's. There's Fat Mo and Black Mo. There's the two Mo's of London comedy. Oh.
Yeah, both great.
I was talking to Fat Mo, and Mo said, I was saying, like, you know, it was so weird because the interesting thing about doing a TV set is if you fuck up a line or two, they can retake it. And like, you have the warm-up guy that comes and like gets everyone, okay, so this is the so they go do the retakes now and bang. And I didn't need to retake anything because I didn't want to. Everything was good. But then the lady came and she said, could you retake everything up until this line? But between me finishing my set and her saying that, one of the showrunners came through and said, can we get you anything? Anything to drink? And I was like, can I get a gin and tonic? And she was like, we are gonna get you fucked up, son. And so like I had my first G&T, and you know me, I don't drink at all before I go on.
That's right. Yeah.
Coffees and waters and waters and waters.
That's it. No, you're the guy who gets super hyper. You're like me. You're very like physical, up, like strong. And then if you afterward, I mean, strong. Like you're jacked. Dynamic, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And like very alive, always aware about the audience. You know, you're not someone who just rolls in and kicks into the set. You're visceral and like beautiful, and I want to marry you. But then afterwards, obviously, we've had a few nights at the Gunners where we got a bit pissed,
fucked up, you know. Like I am a heavy drinker, but I'm like Boris, a functional alcoholic, or at least I like to be perceived as. Do you know the funny thing about Boris is, before he goes out, loads of aides have confirmed this. His hair is normal. He messes it up, so he presents himself like that. That's how.
Doesn't surprise me one bit.
That's how clever.
There's nothing genuous about him.
Yeah, he's. But anyway, like so I get a little drunk, and I redo the start of my set, and like as I'm doing it, I'm like, I'm hilariously drunk for being on television right now. Like this is the most unprofessional thing I've done in my entire life. No one told me, oh, you have to retake. I got to have it, like, and like
did you bomb then the second time?
Well, this is the funny thing. I was killing with the same laughter from both the Zoom and the real audience on jokes they'd already heard.
Yeah.
Not 50 minutes ago. And it was like, have you ever like been fucking and like she's going like, to get you to finish, just to get you to finish. That's what it was like. It was like it kind of makes you question the integrity of the first one.
It's called female copulatory vocalization. It's like studied across different animals. So that's what you felt like the audience was doing for you.
Yeah, while I was, and it was just, and like this is the funny part, to make myself feel okay, I did the equivalent of like, stop, I'm just eating her pussy, just to make myself feel like I'm doing something.
I understand. You're speaking metaphorically. You didn't.
Yeah.
This person who got you all the GNTs, you didn't pin her down and sorry, International Women's Day. Let's not go down that route. But figuratively, how did you eat the audience's collective pussy?
I did a good new bit, just so I could feel like, okay, you haven't heard this. You haven't heard this. Because if I had just redone the set and walked off, I would have been so upset. But like, I needed to hear them laughing at a good new joke.
Yeah.
So like, that was what I needed.
Yeah, I think, because at that point, when you're doing it again, it kind of starts to become acting.
It is. I was acting.
Yeah.
It was acting.
Then, it's like if you've ever watched any movie about a stand-up comedian, pretty much always wrong because they're acting.
They're acting.
Like, yes, they're both performance, right? We can definitely say that there are similarities in certain ways between the two things, but they're not the same thing.
Yeah.
And when you present one as if it's the other, it's like Zoom gigs versus real life. It's like, it's not the same thing.
It's the same as, well, it's all sex, so just let me stick it in your ass. It's the same.
Right.
It's the same. Come on, why are you? It's fucking sex. Why are you being?
Yeah, what difference does it make?
Let's not attach labels.
Yeah,
come on.
Sure, Lenny's the cameraman, but we're all cameramen, camera women.
Come on. We know that's stupid now. I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah, okay, it's okay. You don't have to follow every train of thought.
No, yeah, it was sexist, but not funny enough to be worth saying.
Yep.
It's not. It's fun hanging out with a comic. It's fun saying horrible things for fun.
Yeah.
It's awful not having. I think that's the one thing I miss the most about comedy, apart from like actually, just talking to comics, because like no one else lets you say a horrible thing for the fuck of it, and then there's no consequences.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's because I do quite a lot of like acting, right? It's like it's the reverse in the acting world. It's like you don't do any of that, but you talk about your feelings all the time, right? And you're very sincere.
Yeah.
And I've got to be careful not to ever put on the comedy hat, but it's always like kind of slipping itself back on somehow. So I often make inappropriate jokes. That's why I'm currently unemployed. No, but yeah, it is why is it so good, Taddy? Let's think about it now. Why is it so fun and good to hang with comedians and say the most horrible, not horrible, just anything?
Because,
is it the freedom, the
freedom.
lack of limits on speech?
I think it is a mixture of the freedom and the constraints of regular life and not feeling judged. It's like, it's a cult. It's a straight up cult.
Yeah,
it's a cult. We're all fucking. We don't. I don't know who the fucking. It's. You ever played Skyrim?
Mate.
Yeah.
How many times? That's the question you want to ask.
Jesus Christ! It's like being in the Dark Brotherhood. That's what it's like being a stand-up comic. It's like being in the Dark Brotherhood, man. It really is.
On those kind of games, do you like pursue a course of morality? You know, the best games, there's like you can take certain actions and they have outcomes, and your character corrupts, and there's a worse more pessimistic ending. What kind of ship do you sail in those waters? I
try my best to stay true, but I get corrupted. Like with Skyrim, obviously what's it I'm a red guard, obviously, and so like I come from like I'm so lucky that what's the land, Hammerfell is so close to Skyrim, otherwise the plot would make sense. But like from Hammerfell, found on the perimeter. I'm in a brand new, I left because all my family died and I'm pursuing fucking wealth and all this shit. And I'm gone to Skyrim and I just, obviously you get caught, blah, 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 blah. So like the first narrative is entering the Thieves Guild, and ending the war, but in the favor of the Empire, which is really fucked up as a red guard, obviously. But the Empire is the only way to keep the fucking elves from killing us all. So and then making money at the Thieves Guild, and then like going around doing random helping out people and stuff.
Yeah, how many of those do you do? The little sort of, I've lost my little girl, or the crops are a bit late coming back from the harvest. How many of those do you do?
Quite a few, because you're looking for Thanehood in all of the different holds, because obviously I'm now drunk with power and wealth from being in the Thieves Guild. I only want more power and wealth. As the power and wealth corrupted me, that's when you join the Dark Brotherhood, because unsavory characters more, and like you also got bit by vampirism, and I low-key, this is fucked up because I have a girlfriend, but I'm high, so it's happening. I fell in love with the vampire lady that follows you around, And like, I fell out of favor with Lydia because like, she was like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah,
like,
right.
all of these things you're doing are more and more awful. And while I was chilling with the vampire lady and like we kill her dad and shit, what the fuck?
Yeah, romantic stuff.
And like, obviously, like, I'm fucked up and I am just wanking to a fucking game. What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm in a relationship.
It's not cheating, is it? If it's AI, does it count? Have you ever played The Witcher 3? There's like actual sex scenes, like cut scenes, but like it's PS4 graphics, so it's like it's not, it's not that good.
Well, dude, I've wanked to plenty of hentai, so this is really? Everything I could have.
Never get into hentai. Why are the cocks always 20,000 times bigger than the women that are getting fucked by them? It doesn't.
I like the 3D
seems like
animation.
They're always uncomfortably large for the sort of impossibly small females. This is gross.
Yeah, well, dude, I was 16. I didn't know anything about anything. That's just what I was into.
You hadn't refined your palate.
No, now I can't even watch porn.
Yeah, it's too much now.
Well, it's both is too much, and how much it is doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
So like, I just wank to fucking photos of my girlfriend and memories of fucking her.
There we go. That sounds a lot healthier.
And people I know on Instagram, it's not all healthy.
Yeah, don't worry, I'm still sick. Yeah, I pretty much have given up on porn as well. The only porn that I can really watch, okay, seeing as we're talking about porn, why not?
Yeah.
Is like porn from when I was like 15. I'm not kidding. Like there's this
nostalgia wank.
Golden era before HD, right?
Yeah.
It's just production values aren't that high.
Yeah.
No one's that good looking, but it's fucking hot.
Fucking steamy. That was all they had, because you had the VHS level quality. That's an insult. You had fucking DVD quality fucking.
Oh, I'm not sure we were right there.
Lisa Ann. Yeah, Lisa Julia Ann. Fucking. Ooh, yeah.
Let's not go down this rabbit hole.
Madison Ivy. Have you seen Madison Ivy lately? That's what makes me like, what the fuck was
who Madison Ivy is? I'm gonna look her up.
You know who Madison Ivy is.
I have to say that for the sponsors, mate, or else I'll be cancelled.
Brought to you by Squarespace. Make your own porn website right now.
Tiny but buxom and shapely blonde bombshell.
Wow.
Height 4'11". Net worth $1.5 million.
Oh, that's just the money she's disclosing. That's just what she's letting you know. That doesn't even touch the back door, Yeah,
well, let's not have that cheap joke.
Back door.
Jesus
Christ.
When
I was talking, I was gonna go onto some casual racism, but I was going like,
she looks very porn
Melania
star-y.
Trumpy. Yeah, Melania Trumpy.
She is a bit Melania, yeah.
She looked like a girl that went to my school, which is what like I
so that's the connection.
That was the thing. But like yeah, that's not even mentioning like, were these girls.
This is International Women's Day, Taddy. Look at
these girls. These girls, well, this is who I am. These girls, like, they'll have that, that I want one night with Cleopatra money. The fucking Iranian sheights, or like the
they get
Saudi
flown
Arabian,
out, don't they?
Dubai. I will, and 4-inch dick. Stop. This is easy money for her. So like, she's not doing a scene with fucking Danny D. She's fucking just she's making a guy who comes in seconds come in seconds. And like, the hardest thing she has to do is to make him not come. So like, he'll pay her. He probably comes like 5 times that night. But
I imagine so. I mean,
she'll make 500 grand off the books, money in a briefcase.
Nice. In unmarked, unsequential bills.
Yeah.
Wow. Do you think you could do it if you were born into a body like Madison Ivy? Do you think you could be a porn star? Do you think your ego, your stress, your family, do you think you could navigate those waters and make it?
It's the same reason why I don't cheat on my girlfriend. because it's like you're aware that I was talking to her about this. Yeah, she came over for the weekend and we talked. Like I haven't seen her in like a month and like well,
Are you allowed?
A few weeks. Oh, dude, I ain't no bitch. So like, I'm not gonna. It's just it is what it is, dude. I can't not see a single human for months on end. That's retarded.
I know, but like, it's it's the law, dude. Like I was in quarantine.
I will smoke weed on this podcast right now. Okay.
I would love to actually. Yeah. I would love to.
Last 5 minutes. Yeah, last 5 minutes.
Let's just for the last 5 minutes. Why? Because that will be the glory.
Last 5-10 minutes. But go ahead, yeah.
What was I saying? Oh, I've forgotten now.
You were quarantine or lockdown. Yeah.
I was like, fuck the government, man. I'm a rebel. Yeah. I'm gonna go to Boots. I need a throat spray.
Yeah.
So I went to Boots, right? But I turned off the contact tracing on the NHS 19 app. And I was like, I've fucked the system. There's no way they could catch me, right?
Yeah.
Then I looked it up and I was like, you could be fined £10,000 though.
Yeah, you should be.
So from then on, I did not leave the house.
Well, it's one of those things. It's like, first off, I live in central London. I hear people get murdered every night. So like, they're not coming for me. They're not coming for me. It's not gonna happen. But like, I don't know.
I've got to turn these pictures of Madison Ivy off. It's very distracting.
Well, I said, with my girlfriend. We're not cheating. The Chris D'Elia thing. Are you all caught up on the?
I think I'm all caught up on it. Yeah, I think so. But do you want to tell people who don't know this story?
So Chris D'Elia, he's an American comic that I grew up, really looking up to, because he was one of the, like, when YouTube first came out, he was posting, he was doing the Andrew Schultz, he was posting the heckler video and the not even just heckler, but just really sick crowd work, incredible crowd work, murdering, and like I was like, fuck, I can't ever do that. And like the problem he had, and this is what I know and what I believe, problem he had was when he started to blow up, fucking got easier, because it does when you blow up. It just does, and no one trains you to be able to handle being sexually appealing to that many people. So he'd plain land in town, 50 texts. He gets to fuck who he wants because they're at the show. And that was his life. He cheated on every relationship he had. He couldn't control it. And the culmination was all the allegations. And of course, if you're fucking that many people, some kids are going to slip through. It's just what's going to happen, dude. By the numbers, some 17-year-olds are going to look 21. It's just going to happen.
Right.
Like, it's what do you think all fucking 17-year-olds look 17? That's retarded.
No, like that's clearly not true. Although I think
kids are hot.
He like sort of published in his defense like email exchanges. I'm sort of saying like, they would say, oh, I'm 17 and DTF, and he'd be like, too young, kind of thing. So do we know, is it all just scurrilous rumor that there were actually any underage, or was it just more?
There were underage people. He just probably had no idea.
Right.
There were underage people, dude. If you fuck that many people, some kids are getting through. Like, it just is what it is.
And it's weird because in the States, each
state has different statutory laws.
Yeah.
But like, so the lesson I took away from it is don't cheat on your fucking girlfriend. Don't get fucking stuck into that trap. And I think about it in the sense that you see the story a lot of the, attractive guy that when he gets fame and power and success can fuck a lot of people. What you don't see is the story of the dude that sticks with his lady for 50 years. And I think that's a much cooler story. I think that's a much, much cooler story. I think that is more sustainable, and you actually end up being much more powerful because
Hold on, wait. I thought you were romantic for a brief second.
No, dude, no.
I was like, wow, Taddy, this is touching me. And it's like, no, it's just because of this calculation I have made.
Think about it logically. You You get
I'm not like
success. You get success, and so what opens up to you is like that Chappelle joke where he's like, to get into trouble, you have to go out and seek trouble because you're a fucking nobody. But for Chappelle, he'll just be chilling, and then some people go, "Holy shit, Dave Chappelle! I got 5 naked bitches in a water balloon. Do you want to go chill?" Or sorry, a hot air balloon or whatever. And so like that's just every day for him is temptation, and so like if as you get more successful, what made you successful was dedication and focus on one fucking thing. You only get one thing to be better at people than, if you're lucky, and you have to work damn hard at it and never fucking stop focusing on it. And the second you get distracted, you lose it. And you'll see it with Chris D'Elia, great stand-up, white male, black comic, impeccable comedy album. He starts to blow up from it. He gets all these temptations. He gets distracted. He can just murder on crowd work. He doesn't work on new hours as hard. He gets lots of TV work. Chris D'Elia is a B actor who, fucks and gets less successful. But if you have your one lady, this is where I go for my emotional validation, my sexual stimulus, everything is rolled into this one person. You don't have that distraction. You get to millennia it. You get to zero in and focus, and you don't lose all your success and all your power because you are still focused. That's why you don't do a Chris D'Elia, because you don't want to lose that single-mindedness that made you powerful to begin with.
There's no notion of good, bad, morality.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
I guess.
Blah,
if
blah,
you
blah.
insist.
But from a purely strategic standpoint, that is the logic.
Speaking of sexual impropriety, why on your homepage have you got in your bio to billcosby.com?
Wait, on LinkedIn? That was Instagram.
No, not on LinkedIn. I couldn't find you on Instagram. I think it's been deleted.
Is it on LinkedIn?
No, don't worry, bro.
Dude.
I could have totally taken you for a ride there. You would have believed me.
Holy shit. No,
it's not. It's on your Facebook.
My Facebook. Oh yeah, that's just
and I
fun.
click it and it goes to, it doesn't exactly go to billcosby.com. And also my content blockers don't let me see everything. Should I unblock it? Is this site safe?
It is a safe site.
Is it? Because that man has a questionable reputation, my friend.
No, dude. It's a Bill Cosby rape apologist website.
Are you kidding me?
No. We don't believe what he did. He did all these things. A man this good couldn't have done all that. It's the funniest thing. And it's a garbage website. They didn't even put any... That's like the last money left over from his legal defense went to that website.
Oh my God. So you find this darkly comedic, do you? Is that what's going on? It won't let me access this website. What does it say?
Oh, fam, it's so good. Let me actually go to billcosby.com on my laptop. Let me switch tabs. This shit is fucking funny. Let me go on at my Insta.
I knew we'd have fun.
This shit is so fucking funny. And it
doesn't want me to go.
It's funny on my Insta because software guru, comedy god, sheep shagger with a sheep and then an aubergine and then a Welsh flag at Ebden Management. So a link to my agency, billcosby.com.
Man, that's committing to the bit.
Let me share my screen. Oh my God. It's so good. Which desktop screen? Let me see. Desktop 2. Is this the right one? Open system.
I don't know what to expect. Do you want me to be all woke for a second? I should obviously say that we are not condoning any of Bill Cosby's actions and that everything he did was horrendous.
Well, if he didn't do any of that stuff, we wouldn't have this joke, would we? So it's
that's a very good point. That just about sealed his fate.
No, but fuck
Bill Cosby, far from finished. Laughter is universal.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking bad.
Want more? Get the app.
It's fucking bad. And by the way, that album is good. I listen to so much Cosby, it's actually terrible. Like there was a period when I was listening to as much Cosby as I listened to, like, you know, CK and Burr and all that shit, like, and Chris Rock. Like, Cosby, like, you know, love him or hate him, and you should hate him. He is the greatest to ever do it. If you throw,
you think he's the GOAT?
If you throw out the baby with the bathwater, you're fucking retarded. You really are stupid, because his material, his performance, his material, his writing ability. Listen to I Was Born a Child, or whatever that album is. I think it's the 1971 one. He has a 22-minute bit.
Oh, isn't it To My Brother George? That one.
Some shit like that.
Some shit like that.
He has a 22-minute bit about like, you know, him and his brother like play fighting and getting in trouble, and it shits on any any Stuart Lee 20-minute bit. Like, this 20-minute bit and the closing line with like a 30-second applause break. This guy wrote at a level, and by the way, he wrote at this level in the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s. He was doing things. He pioneered the art form to an extent that we will never stop being in his debt for. And he also rapes 50 women.
I think it's 150.
150. Yeah, that dude should. And you know what's awful? He's the king of jail. Probably he's fucking hilarious. Everyone in jail fucking loves that.
No doubt in my mind that he is having a very easy time in jail.
Very easy time in jail. He should have been. Sure. He should have stayed at. What he should have had is he should have had an OJ Simpson. He should have been. He should have been let. No, because being OJ fucking sucks, man. Like, being OJ. But without take away the mansion, take all those money and his fame away from Bill Cosby, and you know, make him settle all these cases and keep him out of jail. Because what Bill Cosby would now have, and there was that Harvey Weinstein thing where, like, you should have you seen that TMZ video when Harvey went for dinner? He was just going out for dinner, and people.
Oh yeah, this is just before he was sentenced. Yeah, when he'd been charged, but the trial hadn't happened. I remember that. Yeah, and he was like incognito in a little restaurant with a cap on.
That doesn't stop hurting. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter what infrastructure you have emotionally. That doesn't stop hurting, and that's the punishment. Not being king of jail where everyone grew up on your comedy.
Yeah.
Not that. He's what you need. What he deserves is what he can't handle, which is public ire.
Yeah. And legacy, right? There's
legacy gone.
He needs the painful feeling that knowing the name will be forever tainted.
I hope he gets out. I hope he gets out before he dies and like has to live with having.
Right. You think that's more of a punishment
for hit? Well, punishments just depend on the person, you know.
Yeah,
it's like that. Like, have you seen like that OJ thing on Netflix with the mask? I forgot what it's called. OJ versus the People.
It was the one with Ross from Friends.
Ross from Friends.
Yeah. I watched that. Cuba Gooding Jr.
Unbelievable.
Amazing.
Unreal.
Fantastic. Everyone should watch this. Brilliant. Even if you don't care about OJ or you weren't alive when it happened, it's just expertly made television. Funny, also serious, brilliant performances, gripping story, the works.
And tells the truth of it.
Yeah.
But like that last scene where it's like, you know, OJ trying to have a party together, or OJ going to a restaurant being hissed at. It's like that Louis C.K. joke where in the new special where he's like, I learned a lot this year. I learned how to eat at a restaurant while people are giving you the finger. I learned like, you know, all the punishment is the public ire.
Is the ostracization.
Ostracization and losing the power he had to say, you know what, on Tuesday, I want to go speak at a school. That's what I want to do. Because I'm Bill Cosby. Right. He never gets to be Bill Cosby again until the day he dies. And that's a good
point. You know, I had this theory once. I wonder what your take on it is that the reason that people like public speaking is like the number one fear and then death is second, right? That famous oft repeated thing, which I think when you talk to people a lot of the time, it does seem true. That is their biggest fear.
Have you heard the Seinfeld joke?
No, tell me the Seinfeld joke before I tell you the science, because it'll be better.
It's clinical. Is number one fear. The second fear is death. That means if you're at a funeral someone would rather be giving the eulogy than it being in the casket.
Yeah, that there is not an inch wasted on that.
Top five.
Perfect.
Top 5.
But the scientific theory, which is much less funny, is that the reason it's got so much adrenaline is there would only be 2 situations in which you would ever have to talk to a big group of people like that. And
You're
number
outside.
1 would be if you are the chief and you are in charge and you have all the responsibility of all of the tribe. And number 2 is if you have been accused of a serious crime and you have your chance to plead your case before the mob kills you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And either one of those situations just fuels your body with adrenaline and sweat.
Absolutely.
And anxiety. I think there's something to it.
I think that's absolutely true, and I really agree with it. I feel like that's why stand-up. Seinfeld has that joke again of like the language we use in stand-up. You killed, you died, you killed, you bombed, you. It's such violent language because it's associated with death, literal. That rejection is a death.
But it's the law of the jungle out there, man.
Yeah, it really is.
It's like, and you can be a glutton for punishment. You know, if you go on a losing streak, if you get a few bombs in a row and you're just like, I'm gonna go through this. And I don't know if you emerge a better or a worse person. It's hard to know.
I think you get stronger, and that's all that matters. Like all these notions of good and bad and right and wrong, dude. Just let go of that shit, man.
I can't help it, mate. I'm a moral philosopher. Okay.
Let go. My flatmate. I'll tell you this story. This is a saga, and I'll tell it to you in full. So one more, I'm a drunk, and so like I'm hungover, and one morning I'm making myself a paella and shit, and so I've got sausage in the paella, like chorizo and shit.
Have you gone for the surf and turf or just the turf?
I have no idea. I just got it from Tesco.
Okay. Sorry. When you said making a paella, what you meant is warming up something in the microwave.
No. In the pan. I'm not a savage. I'm in the pan with some olive oil in the pan. I'm 23. So I'm using my flatmate's pan. She comes in. She's like, "Oh, is that some sausage in the pan?" And she's Muslim. I'm like, "Yeah, it is. Do you want some?" And she's like, "Oh, actually, I can't eat it. It's pork." And I was like, "Oh, sorry. Don't worry about it." And she's like, "Actually, now I can't use the pan at all because pork has touched it." And I'm like, "Really? I can wash it for you." And she's like, No. It's the thing. Like it's touched.
It shall never be clean again.
Yeah. And so like, but you know what? You can keep the pan. It's fine. Just keep the pan. I don't want this to become a thing. I was like, I can wash it. She said, just keep the pan. We'll just move on. It's fine.
Did you pick the sausage out of the pan and put it on her purse, her phone, favorite pair of jeans?
No, that was just her Quran. So like a couple of days go by, and I get a text that says, "Are you going to pay for the pan?"
There we go. There was
like,
no way that was going to slip past.
How much? She was like £30.
Now, hold on. What are we talking? Cast iron? Was it?
It's a pan. The make and models in the back. I looked it up on Amazon. It's 15 quid.
Yes, but you have to pay for the spiritual costs as well.
Yeah. So obviously I ghosted her, which is quite difficult to do because I had to try and avoid her through lockdown.
Wait, you ghosted her, but you lived with her? That's not possible.
Yeah, that's true. That's exactly what I did. And
wait, so when she spoke, presumably you still saw each other if you live.
Are
you living like a ninja?
I pretty much figured out exactly when she pissed, when she used the toilets, when she went for a shower. I know all
again. International Women's Day. My God.
But yeah,
yeah.
So like,
I mean,
after like 3 and a bit weeks or whatever, she like knocked on my door and she wouldn't stop, and then she confronted me and like it took a while, and we smoothed it over, and like she's a real cunt. She's manic depressive, and it's irritating. to live with, because say what you want about mental illness, it's inconvenient. And so especially when you don't love the person. And so we had a new dude move in. This is the interesting part. We had a new dude move in, and we've smoothed things over.
Right.
New dude moved in, and like she'll
Oh, not leave. Instead of her.
No. So we had empty room.
Right.
So new dude came in, and he was like, she leaves the bathroom in a bit of a state, and the kitchen, it's a shared area. I was like, yeah, dude, but you know what you're gonna do? And he's like, yeah, but she's crazy loud. Like, this is quite bad, And like a few days go by, and then I hear them in the kitchen, they're talking. I'm like, oh, whatever. And I hear the talking build up to yelling, and then they're yelling, big yelling, and then I hear her yelling at him, banging on his door, like, come out, I want to talk to you, all this crazy bitch shit. And he moves out, and like, this is the thing, like, we had 2 different pairs of Chinese couples living with us, and they both moved out because like of her erratic behavior. And my landlord is in a pandemic with a 5-bedroom with 3 empty rooms because of a bad tenant that she can't evict and is struggling to evict legally. It's fucking bad. Think about the thousands of pounds of money that she's losing, and she's still paying all that money on that shit. And like it's pretty fucked up. So like, the dude, the police got involved over this latest
oh my
incident.
God, I thought you were just going to say she was trying to do the frying pan scam again, but
no. And like the what's it called, police came and knocked on the door, and like I had to go downstairs and quietly tell them what happened, like a domestic abuse victim. And like, I'm talking under my breath right now, and like
see me otherwise.
Yeah, all this shit. So what I've done is I took pictures and videos of when she was smoking and stuff, and I sent it to the landlord because that's a breach of contract. And like she had her dude that she's fucking come over this weekend while my girlfriend was here, which is why it's so immoral. And I took pictures of the dude so the landlord could like help the landlord's case to get it evicted and shit. And like and that's what, but I say this only to say, you have to let go of right and wrong, because what I'm doing is wrong, but it is expedient and it is useful, and you have to let go of these notions.
So what you're basically saying is that the means justify the ends.
Yes, usually. Whatever is most useful to you, whatever creates the ideal life that you need to live, you got to do it.
I think you're right. You and Hitler would have got on. I think
you got to do it, man. You got to do it.
So is she gone?
No, she's still here. But we're working on it.
Yeah, and you're getting in good with the landlady in the meantime as well. So.
She's already reduced my rent by like 37 quid a month.
Just for being a rat.
Just for being a good kid.
That's one way of putting it.
Before being a rata. Now I'm probably going to be down another 50 quid. It's going to be fantastic.
Just don't let her catch you like filming her or taking photos, dude, because that could really flip around and bite you on the ass.
Oh yeah, I've not, but I've already took all the evidence I need. It's an ironclad case. You've been in breach of contract and lockdown regulation. You're gone, fam. Like, it's over for you.
Right.
But again, as I was saying, sometimes it's not just the ends justify the means, make it sound a lot worse than it is.
Yes.
I just feel like sometimes you have to do the unsavory thing, but the necessary thing. It's like the opening scene of House of Cards, when there's that dog that's it's been hit by a car, and Frank like breaks its neck and lets it die quickly, because
Frank,
sometimes
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do the unsavory thing, man. You've just got to fucking break the puppy's neck so that other people can move in and everything.
Lesser of two evils. Money. I could get behind lesser of two evils. Sometimes you have to do a bad thing to make a good thing happen.
Yeah.
Sophie's Choice and all of that. Those I can get behind that. But the idea that there is no right and wrong, I'm not sure.
Dude, nobody said that.
Okay.
I just said you have to let go of it.
Oh, right.
It's there. No one's disputing this. But you know, grow up. Like, let go. The fuck is wrong with you? You're still a child. No, I can't do the bad thing. Mr. Teacher said don't. Like, fuck off. Like, the bad thing feels good sometimes. Like,
no,
come on.
You don't do the bad thing because of the golden rule, Taddy. That's the calculus I use, right?
Yeah. This is my notion of the golden rule is the golden rule is true to the extent that we created the golden rule thousands and thousands of years ago because we made the initial calculation. If I do this bad thing, that means this bad thing is possible to be done, which means this bad thing can be done to me.
Correct.
Which is why we made the golden rule. And so like,
yeah, I don't think it's because of the divinity of our spirit or anything.
Yeah.
But the fact that it has cropped up like everywhere. Like, every single belief system that we found, there's some version of this golden
because
rule.
It's the correct calculation to make. It's the correct thing to assume about reality. But shit like that I did, it was just like, you know, don't leave a wide open goalpost for an enemy that's quietly plotting your demise. Like, you know, and like, don't be a dick to people all the time so that, you know, people, there's a reason why, like, as much of a maniac and a, you know, I say crazy shit and I'm a bit of an arsehole, but there's no stories about, oh, Tad's a dick, because I'm really nice to people.
No, yeah.
But like, you
nothing but good things to say. You've always been a pleasant gentleman.
Not because I'm a good person, but because I know that it's going to come back.
Well, I guess that's my mistake.
I
always thought he's a good egg, but actually you're just some Machiavellian walking nightmare.
And also because guilt, I feel guilt probably because of the way I was raised. I feel guilt in a very pronounced and inescapable fashion. I never like announce any successes I get because I feel that bad about
doing well. What is
yeah,
it?
or
is not that sounds Christian. Is that a Christian thing?
It is, yeah, Catholic school and shit.
Catholic, yeah.
Parents. But like, it's not so much guilt of success, but more just like fear of everyone's gonna go, oh, this fucking cunt is sharing this in the middle of a pandemic. What a fucking dickhead. Why is he saying well done for you? Or like, and that's why, like, even with mates, when stuff good happens for me, I keep it a secret until I just feel comfortable and it's folded into my life enough that I can mention, oh yeah, by the way, this happened like a month ago. Oh, yeah. Because so I'm good for multiple reasons, but like it's all calculated.
That's very interesting. What? Gosh, we've been talking for ages.
Yeah,
still man. Good to carry on for a bit?
Oh yeah, of course. Let me just get this doobie.
Hold on. Yeah. Pause, because I'll go and get. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
Let go of why I'm wrong. It's there. It exists.
He's good fun, isn't he? Love Taddy. What else did I want to talk to him about?
That was insane timing.
That was a quick shit.
Good shit. I went for a leak.
As did I. Leak in the water.
I filled up a pipe. I'm ready for dark mode.
Ready to roll. The masturbation hoodie. Do you remember the Hannibal
Hannibal
Buress?
Buress. Everybody gotta have masturbation hoodie. It makes it way creepier. I love nothing more in life than doing a Hannibal Buress impression. It's my favorite thing in comedy. He's a. Do you listen to a lot of hip hop?
A fair amount, but I'm not so into like the current trends in hip hop.
Yeah. Hannibal Buress is like Chance the Rapper with a more sustained peak. You know, like in terms of like the come up, everyone hyped him, and it was right, and it was true, and he was the truth, and he was the future of stand up. And then, like we said with Chris, you know, success hit him. And like he just got complacent.
He got a bit wild, and the material definitely suffered, and he got into sort of some pretty strange scrapes. But he did call out Cosby, to be fair to him. That's where that whole mountain actually started gaining momentum, isn't it? So, but yeah, I mean, I the last special I saw of his, I couldn't finish it. It was
same. It's interesting watching a hero die, or not die, but like the light diminish. It was really weird. So like at the BBC thing the other day, like Joe Brand was there, and like she's my mum's favorite comic, and like it made her mum's day to like send her a personalized Joe Brand message and all that shit. I was so happy, but like
because it was the right thing to do, or because of the calculation.
Because it was the right thing to do. I do feel I feel love. I feel like good emotions.
Great. Interesting that you would feel you have to defend yourself in that way.
I know what you mean. That is funny. I might write that down. Or is that only funny because, write down the 3 words, I feel love.
Well,
see if I remember what the fuck we were talking about.
Do you know the apocryphal Paul McCartney story, which is first time he took acid, with all the Beatles, and it's like, wow, you know, having all these breakthroughs, deep discussions, and he's like, oh my god, I've worked it all out, I've got to write it down. Writes it down, and you know, the chaos continues, the trip continues, sleep, wakes up next day, finds the piece of paper, and it just says, there are 7 levels.
You couldn't help us more. You couldn't give us anything else.
That was it. That's all you give. And I write notes to myself as well to like try to motivate myself. And I want to show you one now, Taddy, because I wrote this because I put on weight, right? So this was an attempt to fat shame myself. And I was on the phone at the same time. So I wasn't, you know, being super careful about how I wrote it. I just did it big, messy. And I wrote, you got fat. And I have it on a piece of card in front of me. I'm going to hold it up for you now and tell me what you actually see. Am I going to have to turn off my background blur?
Possibly.
I'm going to have to turn out my background blur. That's a real shame. Because it ruins the momentum that I was really building up there. What is it? None. Okay, let's see. Can you see it? Here we go.
You got back.
But what does it look like?
That is funny.
And now I can't unsee it.
Yeah.
So every time I look at that, I'm thinking, hey, I'm not. And then why are you saying that? And why would you use that word, young man? but I also can't get rid of it because it's funny.
It is. It's interesting. It's also ironic because gay people are often so thin. So
yeah,
works on
sinning on multiple counts.
It works on 2 of the 7 levels. But
well, I'm enjoying my PAX 3.
What is that?
This is it's a vape. Yeah, because I don't smoke in the house.
That's fair. That's interesting. Like, I've never met anyone that vapes except for my girlfriend. Like,
it's not e-juice. It's the herb.
Oh, it's the herb.
Yeah,
that's it. What is it like using? Because I am. What's his face? Matt Rouse has one of those. He did it in mine, and like I took my first use of it, and like that was great. What's yours
great.
like?
It's brilliant, and you don't have to deal with tobacco and paper and any of the excess stuff, and it's less harsh. Still does the same thing.
Being less harsh would be better.
What's not to love?
That's one thing I don't like about it is how often I have to just go for a sit down elsewhere from using it at the window. It's like, all right, 1, 2, right? That's my afternoon. Cool, that's fun. Yeah.
I can be quite productive with this. Does it turn you into sort of like the stone couch potato?
Oh yeah, it is my one way to switch off. One girl I was in love with for 2 years said to me, it is odd to me that is the only way that you know how to relax. You should be able to just relax, but without it, it is fucking just work. Can't really do anything else.
Well, that's good because I'm not able to relax, but it's not just work. It's also like procrastination, but like,
oh yeah, there's tons of that in there too.
Quite tense and high-paced procrastination.
Yeah.
As is probably evidenced by the same with you standing up to play FIFA, despite there being a perfectly good couch behind you.
Well, this is the thing. I'm just getting so into it. And I just want to, like, I need that fucking, like that physical. I need to really get into the match. And like, to walk away and turn around like fucking bullshit. Like, yeah, that's very important to me. Yeah. So what are you playing now?
I started The Last of Us 2.
How is
that? Amazing.
What's it about? I've heard great things about it.
It's astonishing. I mean, I've only just started it, but the first one it's like post-apocalyptic, sort of zombie type thing, but that's way oversimplifying and making it sound shit. But my job is not to try and get you to play this game.
Yeah. No, it's not where you're employed. No.
I was playing it last night, and I had a couple of drinks, and I was in floods of tears. Now, does that make it a good video game, or me a pussy, or both? I don't know. But
why are you crying? Was the story or the actual game?
It was this, through storyline and CGI acting. Like it's that good. It's incredible, and the combat mechanics are fucking brilliant. And it's just got enough of that, like where, you know how, okay, so for me, like some games now have gone too far to being realistic. Like I tried to play Red Dead 2 and I got quite far into it. But at a certain point, I was fucking sick of having to brush my horse and comb my hair and shave. And I'm like, I have to do these things in real life and I don't want to do them. And now I'm doing it to some stupid avatar.
Yeah,
and he doesn't even thank me for it. He just goes, yeah. So, I think that but The Last of Us has just enough of that, like, you don't just take a pill and your health goes beep, you have to like wrap a medical kit kind of thing. But like certain other things are like sped ahead just for the joy of the gameplay. Yeah.
That is an excellent compromise to strike. And it also turns the game into a vehicle for the story, not the story into a vehicle for the game.
And I've got a 5.1 surround system, mate. Bless the Lord.
But you don't play with headphones?
I've tried playing with headphones, and that's nice. But the thing about this game is because it's got like elements of survival horror. You do scream quite regularly, and having the headphones like you can. I've hurt my neck a couple of times yelling in fright.
Yeah, that is hilarious.
Yeah, no, I think I get scared more by games than films, like scary movies.
But games are a lot more immersive and realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, like films, at least you have that distance. That's probably part of the reason why like I struggle to play games like Red Dead and stuff where like you don't get to make your own character. Like I'm playing World of Warcraft right now again. Like I've just got a PC that can actually run it. Like my PC was so bad, I couldn't run World of Warcraft Classic.
I mean, my PC is literally from my first
2003?
year at uni.
Oh.
So that's, how old am I now? That's like 2003.
Yeah, mine too.
It's still going. just
mad.
Yeah.
Fucking mad. But yeah, I struggle with games where there's a real story. Like for some reason, it always has to be me being the character when I play a game. It's very odd.
No, I feel the same. Yeah, I start to meld with the character. So, but I think I had like a big break from gaming as well. I thought I'd beaten it, but then I tore my meniscus and I was forced onto the couch. And I mean, what do you do without video games in that situation? So I played and completed like 7 in like a week. I was just like, and I've got insomnia anyway. So I'm just like, fuck it, Tomb Raider, I'll just do that. It's not even good games anymore.
Dude, that sucks.
I know, but also it's quite good, the new ones. But anyway. Dishonored. I only play the ones where there's some kind of moral journey for the character to go on, and it scares the shit out of you. Why is that? What do you think it is? This is a recurring theme, isn't it? What
do you mean?
Well, I feel like over the course of our chat together, I keep talking about right and
morality.
Wrong in weird ways.
Yeah.
I'm wondering why I'm bringing it up so much, I guess.
I don't know.
Weird,
what are you thinking of? Has it come up in your life recently or today? Have you killed anyone? It's like a serial killer gaining a conscience right now.
Right. Because the sheer smell starts to force the mind to the issue. The decomposition. I don't know why. Maybe it's because quarantine has messed with my head, and Caitlin's still in the States.
Yeah,
I'm going mad, and the cat just stares at me.
Caitlin's the wife?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I've man about the house by myself. It's not pretty sight.
It's weird how much you get used to them being around.
Yeah.
Like my girlfriend's only around for the weekend. I already miss her.
Yeah, it's much better, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a lot better.
Yeah.
You don't get to play as many games, but it is better.
Yeah. No, I can't play. And Caitlin's not interested in computer games even in the slightest, but she will play like other games, if you know what I mean. That sounded wrong. Like board games and sex games.
Yeah. A new mode on Call of Duty.
What do you think about those sex games? Like I remember like when we're early on into our relationship. No, like let me be specific. Like I remember she's American, one of her girlfriends bought her as a present like sexy dice. And you roll it and it has like one dice is like kiss, lick, bite, and the other is like nipple, etc.
Oh, I see.
And that you take turns and you're like, okay, I now sniff your armpit, except those usually aren't the options.
I feel like if you wanted to do that shit, you do that shit.
Yeah. How
and I feel
dice add an element?
Yeah. It's kind of like it's an interesting bonding experience. I would agree, because by licking someone's elbow or kissing someone's nipple or shitting on someone's chest, it's
that's good. Rule of 3.
But like doing those little things, little weird things with each other, just getting crazy natural with someone's body to the point where it's comedic, not just sexual.
Yeah, I love those moments. That's a breakthrough moment. It's wicked. It's like it's better than an orgasm. But orgasms usually follow, which is a bonus.
That is true.
How long have you been seeing her then?
We met. What's the name? Oh,
you meet in lockdown.
We met just on the 20th. We just gone over the year anniversary from when we first met.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So you met. That's just pre-lockdown then.
Just pre-lockdown. We met on our first date. Then 3 days later, we went to lockdown.
Whoa! Snuck in under the wire. Well played.
It was odd, like talking to her during lockdown because she's not a great texter. Right. And so, like, it was weird because she's not good at texting, and my entire relationship is from a distance. So communication becomes an issue.
What do you do? Voice notes? Are you a voice note guy?
We should. I might start. But the problem with that is it forced me to have to try. No, but like yeah, but it was quite easy to text her because she's a very like notifications type texter.
What does that mean? What do you mean a notifications?
This has happened. This is cool. It's just not like a conversation. It's not a conversation over text. It's like a reply to a few of these messages, a reply to a few of these messages, a reply to a few of these messages. It's not like this, that, back and forth. It's like, it's more like sending out an eagle with a message, and then you get a message back the next day. And it's like, that's what it's like. And that's it's a very nice, long, smooth experience.
That sounds good. Sounds like you found a bit of a keeper there. Good work.
Yeah, like a 20-year.
Yeah.
Slow.
I like the way you're putting an end date on it though. Good
yeah.
work.
It's like a very long. Yeah, it's very good. It's like it's not a rapid. It's a fucking ocean.
Natural flow.
Yeah, it's just like, you know, where you have like a lake and it begins to flow out into an ocean and it goes out like that.
Mate, the estuary, the delta, good areas.
So it's very, very good, which is what makes cheating so annoying, because I would love to go on the road and shag random people, but I'm with her. But hey, you can cheat on her, but then I lose someone who could potentially be extraordinarily special and useful.
A moment on the lips, a lifetime on the hips.
That exact sentiment. I wrote a joke about cheating, which is like, cheating is kind of like, to me, fucking other people, random people, it's kind of like walking past a car dealership, you know, and you see this car that you really, really want. It's like the perfect car, but it costs everything you have. Your entire life savings is the cost that you have to pay for that car. But let me tell you, once I have my finances in order, once I have everything together, I'm taking every car in that dealership. I'm going after mopeds. I'm fucking the bike. I will fuck a bicycle.
Oh, dude, I've got a tag for you for that. Did you see the guy who fucked the bicycle in the hotel room?
What?
This was from a few years back. Okay, and quickly, where do you think he stuck it? No one ever gets this right, by the way.
What do you mean by stuck it?
Where did he put his penis?
Oh, I thought you meant what part of the bike did he shove in his ass? That's how I interpreted that question. As I assumed he was
interesting. So you thought he was being fucked by the bicycle?
No. Yeah. That's what I thought. I didn't think. But it's interesting that he instead was fucking the bicycle. Yes. That makes it more odd and difficult.
Here, look, I'll share. Would you like to read for our listeners, Taddy? You have to read out loud, though.
A man caught trying to have sex with a bicycle has been sentenced to 3 years on probation. That's unfair. Robert Stewart, 51, admitted to seeing sex pest Ruskin Jones.
No, hold on. There's some editorializing happening.
It's actually aggravated breach of the piece by conducting himself in a disorderly manner, stimulating sex. Sheriff Colin Miller also placed Stewart on the sex offenders register for 3 years. Mr. Stewart was caught in the act with his bicycle in his bedroom at Aberley House Hostel in Ayr. Gail,
I believe
Gail
it's pronounced
Davidson.
air.
Nah, yeah, you learn how the language works, mate. If you want to have a language, you fucking use letters right, Scotland. Gail Davidson, prosecuting, told Sheriff Court. They knocked on the door several times. There's no reply. They really are like wanking you off to get you to the finish, because the whole point of this document is to tell us where he stuck it or what he did with the bicycle. But they're really like stroking
it,
you,
right? Getting you
like,
nice and hard, but not too.
Yeah, and so what he did, his cleaners, what they did was they opened the door and the sheriff said that he stuck the bike that he owned legally through debit payment on January 26th, 2020 from Halford. You fucking faggot. That's why you wrote that shit down.
The answer to your question is he stuck it in, he got the handlebar, took it out somewhat so that it was like a sheath that he could go in and out of and thus stand.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, pretty inventive.
That's extremely inventive.
For that, they put him on the sex offenders register. That doesn't, I mean, I'm back to right and wrong. That doesn't feel right to me.
That doesn't feel fair.
That doesn't feel fair. I do like the picture of the bike, though. Sort of like the victim in all of this. See what consequences.
I'm surprised he didn't have two things. I'm surprised he didn't have it like, black and white, like, you know what I mean? Like a black and white photo of like,
right.
This is what they did. And also, like, if anything, that's just convincing more sex pests.
It's bait, isn't it?
It's jailbait. It's kind of like when they show you, oh, he fucked a 16-year-old, but like that's your fucking little 16-year-old, What's the youngest you shag, realistically?
What if I wasn't a happily married man?
Yeah, what's the youngest?
So I'm 35, mate. So I'm halfway to death.
Yeah. Wow.
At this point, 18-year-olds aren't appealing.
Yeah.
They're too young. So if you ever had a conversation with an 18-year-old, I mean, you're a student rep, you know what they're like, right?
Fuck off.
Told you I did my research.
Yeah. Okay.
But I feel like the frontal lobes finish forming when you're 25.
When you're 25. So
at that point, you're definitely a fuckable human.
Yeah.
Like there might be some grace period either side.
Like someone who's lost their parents but had to look after the little brother and so had to be the older sibling and matured into a real fuckable person.
That might speed the process along. Certain things might slow it down.
Yeah.
But that's probably the sweet spot.
That's probably the sweet spot. 25. I would fuck a 17-year-old.
Bicycle.
I'm fucking around. No, probably 18. Definitely 18. I don't want to lose everything. But I will admit, if someone looks like, 23, they look 23. And so, like, you don't, unless they tell you, you don't know. But I probably wouldn't fuck anyone below 18 for legal reasons. By the way, this isn't like we have to have good sex. It's a sexual object.
No. Well, of course. Why should it be good?
A person you meet who doesn't tell you anything other than like, I want to fuck you. And I was like, okay, sure, pretty lady. Age isn't factoring in at this point. But yeah, probably 18. because
Tell
I
you
won't
what,
get, won't get in any trouble for that.
If I'm psychoanalyzing this conversation,
Uh-huh.
and I am a medical doctor, I seem to be obsessed with right and wrong. You seem to be obsessed with sex and cheating.
Yes.
I think those are our two threads throughout this conversation, and I would encourage you to do some inner work.
No, I'd rather kill myself than cheat on my girlfriend. I'd rather lose everything.
That's what you started with. That's what you opened with, wasn't it?
That's what it's not a position I've moved from. I'm just investigating the one thing you can't do. I'm a fucking comedian. We've been talking about like dead people and kids and pedophilia and like Bill Cosby and like, yeah, we play with dangerous ideas because it's fun. Yeah. You don't play with fucking matchsticks. You play with matches. It's fun to play with fucking explosions and things that are bad. It's really, really entertaining. And that's the whole point of doing stand-up, is to do the fun thing. So like when I talk about cheating for a while on a podcast, it's because that's what I've been thinking about it.
Yeah.
I've been investigating and ironically, I've been investigating the morals and the rights and wrongs. It's obviously wrong, but like, just how bad would it be? Like, to me, ironically, to link together topics, to me, like cheating is kind of like being in a state of having had cheated on your partner. That it's like being a pedophile. You know
why? Because you're carrying around the secret.
This secret that if anyone finds out, I'm gonna lose everything. My life is drastically altered for the worst. And like every time I'm with her, and she goes, "We have to talk." That's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, and your mind will always be thinking, and you'll
immediately
construct the web of lies, and how strong will that web be?
Yep. Or like, she has undeniable proof that, and she has to go like, Tad, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And to really like go like, you actually betrayed me, and I don't think I can trust you anymore. That would it's exact same feeling as being a pedophile and being anywhere ever, and like, you know, having anyone go like, I was gonna say, having anyone like know. Yeah, I wouldn't want anyone to know that like I cheated on my girlfriend. I wouldn't want her to ever find out. I wouldn't want to hurt her like that. And also, like, you know, I've already fucked so many kids. I can't have both of these things weighing me down my entire life, you know.
No, but to bring it full circle, it's the golden rule. Because if you've ever been cheated on, then you know it's the worst thing you can do to someone's heart.
Well, for me, it's actually not the golden rule. It's a different rule, and I think I call it the platinum rule. But this is one of those things I can't do because it'll hurt her, and that will crush me. Like, it's not because I think it happened to me. It's not because I know. Okay, no, I can't do it because I can't hurt her, because that will cripple me. Or maybe it is a golden rule in a sense, because if I hurt anyone like that, I have to walk around with the knowledge that I am a monster, which is kind of all of the evil in the world is living out through my actions and my heart. Like, I am the embodiment of evil and malevolence and recklessness, irresponsibility and frivolity with another human's heart. That's why you don't cheat. But it's fun to investigate all this shit, and you couldn't joke about it if you're not thinking about it thoroughly. And that's what it is to write good jokes, is to investigate something terrifying and awful, and that makes you feel really scared, and thinking about it to the end, regardless of where it leads, to the conclusion of, and that's where the punchline is. That's why punches hit so hard. It's because they're conclusions to the thoughts. That's where good stand-up comes from. That's why I'm thinking about cheating on my girlfriend. because I'm fucking good at this. That's yeah, it's fun stuff.
It's fun stuff. I think we've been talking for 2 hours. It's nice. Don't think we've ever hung out like this before.
Nah, dude. It's that's the bad part about go London stand-up.
Yeah.
Manchester stand-up is a lot nicer because you do get to have those long hangs. Yeah. But speaking of which, I gotta go, buddy.
Yeah, I was about to say, but well done for beating me to it, you bastard.
No, my friends are playing Rocket League right now, and they're like blowing up the spot.
Blowing up. Okay, you got a hot ticket to get to. Taddy, thank you so much for coming on, mate.
You too, buddy.
This has been an absolute pleasure. I'll see you soon. Yeah.
All right, in a bit, pal. Bye-bye.
Bye.